Welcome to another part of our course, and in this part we're going to continue building our application. And I think the first thing I need to do is quickly just run a new session. Just run a new test session so that when we're testing our application, as we're working on the backend, we can just quickly test our application. Okay, so now we have this is our application, and we don't have. Let me come here and look for image placeholder. It has to be like for human, right? Not just image placeholder. So I think I can use this one. It's not like the best fit for it, but we can make do with it. So I'm just going to copy the image address, and I'll come over here and I'll click this, and I'll scroll down, come here to network, right? And then I will just click on this orange icon, go to authenticated user, and say photo URL. Now that simply means that the photo URL of the authenticated user is what we'll show here. In this place we have an image, but in the case where there is no image, we want to put this default image. Okay, so that's what we have here. Now I don't really think that's like the best picture to use there, so let's say yes, I think I always prefer this one. Yes, copy image address. Well, I think this one is finer, but this one is so deep. Okay, so let's come here and just change what we have here. Delete this, paste this, and confirm. Well, that looks good. Actually, it looks okay. It looks just okay, right? Yeah, I don't want it to be so obvious. So hello, press here. Now this is where we work on every single thing that is found in the home page here. So we'll work on these, right? We'll work on a whole lot of things, right? So here we're just working on home page and everything that is in the home page. Might not be an entirely everything, but let's see how far we can go with this. Now this is hello Precia. So what we would do here is we will click on this orange icon. Sorry, I'm mixing up the names of colors. Orange icon, and I'll click on this, and I'm going to use something called combine text because I want to be able to write here hello. I want to write hello and space, and I want to be able to add another text so that I can get the real name of the user here. Alright, so I'm gonna click here and go to our authenticated user display name. Alright, that way. Now that's fine. So it shows you hello these, and for this one, when you click here, it should just take you to, let's add an action. We'll go to notification, right? So we just click on notification and say fade and say 500, and that's it. All right, now we have this, and let me see. So we have done this, and then we've done this, and we've not finished all of these yet. We're gonna be fixing it with very soon. I just want us to move up. Okay, so we have let me see. We have these. I don't know, this gray color is just not what we're using here. I don't really like it that much. So I think we'll come here to the component, and I will just find a gray color. Is there any search field? There's no search field, but I don't know which gray color is being used, but it seems to be a much lighter gray color. So let me see. What we're gonna just simply do here is okay, I think we'll leave it like that. Alright, so we have set up that. The next thing we just need to do quickly is let's go ahead and set up the details for, I think we'll be doing it part by part so that we don't get to make it so long. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is the favorite place, not the favorite place, sorry. Well, okay, favorite place actually. So favorite place, this is supposed to come from the database. So from what I'm seeing here is going to be the name of the place, address, we can say location, rating, and image. So we can come here, all right, and we will click here to create a new collection, all right, and this is what we're gonna call favorite place, favorite, let's just say favorite. And this is where we set up the schema, all right, the different variables in our database. So this is like the name of the database, and so here we can call it trip location, or we can just call it name. Seriously, name, and it's a string. We can call this image, all right, it's going to be an image path, okay, and we're gonna call it location, and this is going to be a string as well, and then we can call rating. Rating is going to be a double, all right, yeah, because it can be 4.5. So we will add other things as we proceed, but that's like the basic stuff that we need. Okay, so we're gonna just pause up here, and then we will continue in the next part. See you soon. Let's continue building our app. This is where we begin to work on the different details here. So if you can see here properly, right, it will come here to the design. Let's go to the design area. Now this favorite place is like just like some few short details, all right, few details of what is it called. Now these are like a few details of okay, how do I explain this? Now when a user, right, sees let's say sees a particular destination, and then they favorite it by clicking here, I believe. Okay, so it simply becomes a favorite, right? So this is like the favorite. So I think this is the place where you search for destinations, and when you click to search for destinations, all right, then you see lots of destinations, and then you can go ahead and like favorite the one you want, like it. So yeah, so let's just for this one here, will what will be possible is for us to put in all the different details, and I think before we even continue, right, do we do it like that, or better still, let's just go ahead and put all the details that I found in a particular location. So we have the name, we have the location, and let's say number of people, uh, number of explorers. So let's come here and say, let's come back here to where we have favorite. So let's say explorers, num explorers. Okay, all right, this is going to be an integer, and now the next thing we need to do is add we're going to be adding a description, like maybe description, let's just call it description. That means more details about the location. So it's going to be a string. So a string is just basically like text, all right? An integer is just numbers that don't have decimals, like, and a double is a float. That means point something, 0.1, 0.5. Image part is just like the required data type for image variable. Okay, so we've done that. The next thing we need to do is, well, we've done rating, and let's say price. Yes, exactly. So we're gonna say price. All right, price is going to be a double. Yes, because it can have like point something. All right, and then we have let's see here. It says here what's included. Okay, let's leave this part for now. Let's go ahead and say this is like the gallery. So let me see. Okay, so that was the image. This one we said image. So let's just say gallery image one. All right. I'll do it like that, and then we say let's put it here as image part, and then we just put here gallery image 2. All right, and image path, and then we can say gallery image 3, and there you go, image path. Okay, now we've done that. The next thing we need to do is this is a location. So location, let's come over here to let's come back here and say favorite location on the map, and map location, let's just say map location. Okay, the other one is just something we can type, but map location is going to take latitude and longitude, so we put it out like that. The next one is going to be this is gonna be like reviews, and that's not a problem, we don't need to put this yet. And so I think that's about it. Okay, yeah, that's about it. And okay, so let's see what else do we do. Now we have gotten these, what we need to do is, let me see here, do we need to do anything else? I think that's about it. If we come over here, this is the favorite. Okay, this is favorite. Let's say user. Yeah, now this is gonna be a particular user. So when somebody favorites a particular trip location, we want to store their unique ID, and that's only stored here via document reference. So we're going to be referencing the user's collection, and that's it. So we're taking the doc reference of the user from the user collection. And what else? Let's call these okay, that's basically it. The next thing we need to do is we can just right click on this, because this is the same details for the trips, right? Let's see here, it says here destination. Okay, let's just call it destination. So I'm just going to duplicate this collection and call it destinations. Okay, so destinations, and then I will just say create. Now that's where we have destinations. Now we don't need to well, destination, the yes person that created the destination, so yeah, we can call it user. Okay, we can delete these and let's call it creator. So someone creates the destination. So we say document reference, we're referencing the user, and that's it. Okay, so I think that's about it. We don't need number of explorers. Okay, yeah, we still need number of explorer description. Every single thing here is needed. Okay, now that we have done that, what we need to do quickly is we need to go ahead and then we're just gonna delete this. Actually, we just used it that time because we needed to just show that the carousel works. Okay, so let me just close this and click this and delete this one out too. So all I just need is the list view. All right, so I'll just come over here, click on this, add backend query. Now this is where you need to pay attention, because this is where I will be adding a query on our application. So I'm going to click here to add a query. That's me asking the database to give me a result of something that I want. So I'm going to say query collection. It's going to ask me what collection. I say I want to query the favorite collections, and I want a list of all documents, but I want to filter it. I don't want, because this is supposed to be a favorite of a specific user. So I want to filter it with what? We're going to say that the user is going to be equal to the authenticated user reference. Now that's how to filter it, because I want it to be such that if I had liked a particular destination, I should be the only one that sees that one, not me seeing someone else's liked a favorite destination. So now after that, I can just say confirm and confirm. Now that's perfect. The next thing I need to do is I will click on this and just add a padding. Let's click on the main container and add a padding here and say 20. So it pushes it a bit here. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and change this to produce the name from the database. Because now we've queried it, all we just need to do now is get the data from database. So how you do that is click on this orange icon and you will see the queried favorite document that contains the details of this particular place. And so we are picking the name here, and I'm gonna do this so that in case the name is too long, it will fall down. You will see that with time. I think that's where I need to change this to maybe 60. Let's say 80. Okay. All right. Now I have this here, and this one is going to be location. So I would just come here and say location, and the same thing. Okay. And then this is going to be the rating. All right. So we're going to say favorite, and we say rating, and that's all. Okay. Now, now that we have gotten that, this comes directly from the database. Okay, the next thing we need to do is, let's come here. See, we have categories here. So let's come over here to destination and add another field called category. Okay, so category, and we will say it's a string, and there you go. Then favorite is going to be the same thing. We have to have a category as well. Category is going to be a string, and there you go. Okay, so now that we have gotten these, what we need to do simply is we are going to go ahead and now we have another one here. So it's like a popular package and all of that. So what we need to do is we just need to clone. Just need to clone. Come here to destinations, and we'll say duplicate, and we will say popular. Popular. Okay, we don't need to. All right, we don't need to. So since it's a destination, what we can just do here, we will say popular. We'll add a field called popular, and we will make it a boolean. So if it's a popular location, it will be true, and that means it will show here. So here I'll just click on here and delete these, click on here and delete these, and now I can just go ahead and click on, I'm gonna look for the list view. Where is it? I'm looking for the list view. Okay, this is a list view. So I'm going to query this list view. I'm going to be querying the collection called destinations. And then I'm filtering with a variable called popular. And if popular is equal to true, then it will show. That's like the idea. Okay, so now I will come here to these containers, and I will just add a padding under here that says 20. Okay, so it's perfect. Comes out well. Now this one is going to be image. So what I'm going to do is let's come here and say image placeholder. So I'm going to get an image placeholder. I don't know which to use. I just don't want something too serious. Okay, so I think we can use this. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the image address and come over here, and instead of assets, we're going to take it back to network because we want to get it from the database. And we will click on the orange icon here, and since we've already queried a collection, it will show destinations documents, and we will click on this and say image. Okay, and then we will tap on these to paste the default image. All right, so that we can see it here. It's just for our design. And moreover, it's also if at all the user had created let's say the owner of the destination, the person who created the destination had created without putting an image. Now here we would just go ahead and click on this and say a name. All right, and then here we will say click on this, come to destination and say price. It will ask us to check change this. I want it to be a number format, I want it to be a custom specified format, and I want to check the currency here, say display as currency, because I want it to show like a currency. And then here I'll click on this, click on the orange icon, and click on rating. There you go. And then here it's going to be the description. All right, so it's going to be description, but we're not taking everything. So we just want to take a few characters. So we will come here and say maximum characters allowed. We will say 25, okay? Maybe 25 characters allowed. All right, so it won't type more than that. And then clip off, we want to use ellipses to show that, okay, there are more things left, but you're not showing it here. Okay, now that's fine. We have these. We have done this particular part, this one, and we have done now. Okay, we haven't done for the main container here. You see, this container here is what houses our image, right? Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not this one. It's this one that houses our image. Let's come here. Yeah, this is what houses our image. We want to change this from asset back to network, and we want to get it from the database favorite, and we're saying image, and then here we can now go ahead and paste the default image. All right, so like this we have this. Okay, now you see that we have begin doing our backend very well, and after this we are going to just go ahead and set up other things as well. Now when a user types in something here, all right, we want a situation whereby the user is going to, let's see what is going to happen here. Now we want a situation whereby when you click on this, all right, anywhere around here, that's just what I want to do. Anywhere around here, all right, I want it to take you to search. So I'm clicking to add an action and I'm saying search, and it's taking you to search, and we're doing a fade and we're doing 500 milliseconds. So it takes you to that, okay? And we don't have we have a page for choose category. So when you click to see all, it's gonna take you to a category page. So we say category. All right, so we will say category here and change this to fade and 500 milliseconds. Then favorite place, I don't know, did we have a page for that? Okay, so I don't think so. Do we have a page for favorite and popular? No, we don't have. But this is basically destinations. So we will work on these later on. So now if at all you come over here, well, our debug mode has been running for a couple of for some time now, but it's not like we don't have anything showing. We can do an instant reload. If we do an instant reload, we will not see anything. We would just see some of these things. Okay, so at this point we would just do we would just go ahead and, you know, I think we might just have to end the this part here and then continue the next part. Okay, but this is what we have set up so far, and we will continue exactly at this point in the next part. Okay, see you soon.